Hi everyone, it's Wendy with Love and Stampin' Up. I am here to show you how to make this beautiful card. So this card, I don't know if you can tell, is shiny. See that? It's embossed with black embossing powder. So I'm going to show you how to make this. Super simple, but it's very elegant and pretty. I love it. Okay, here we go. So first you obviously are going to need a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and you cut that in half this way to make a 5.5 by 4 1/4 card. And then you're gonna need Versamark watermark stamp pad, and I'm using this floral design from this stamp set. This is the Fresh Vintage stamp set that's free right now with Celebration. So I'm going to use this. I've been using this a lot because I love this stamp set. I love this stamp in particular. So I just stamped, you can't see that I'm stamping right now, but I am, all over this cardstock, and turned my card different ways. I mean my stamp different ways. And I'm stamping off the edges. I'm not staying right on the card. And I'm trying to touch the paper as little as possible because I really don't want to smudge any of this ink because it's sticky, and whatever is on here, the embossing powder is going to stick to. Okay, so this is Stampin' Up's black embossing powder. It's for heat embossing. So now I'm going to bring in the board that's got the funnel at the end and set it here. Sorry about the glare. Let's see if we can, there we go. And I'm just going to open my embossing powder. I'm going to hold my card right over this tray, and I'm just going to very liberally dump this powder all over the top of this card. Okay. And then I just dump it off and back into the container, and whatever doesn't make it into the container makes it onto the tray. It's totally fine. We'll take care of that later. You just dump it right back into the container with using the funnel. So now you could see on this card, see where it's like there's embossing powder that has stuck that doesn't belong there. What I'm going to do is go off camera and I'm going to blow on this card really hard and get all the powder off that's not stuck by the ink. Okay? Okay. Now what you're left with is just the images, and you see right here there's not embossing powder there. It didn't stick well. So I'm just going to pour it over that area, dump it off, and blow. And so now where I want the images, everything's covered, but there's no embossing powder on the rest of the card. Because you want to make sure you do that, because when you heat this, that is it, folks. Whatever's on this card is going to stick. So now I'm going to hold it like this, and this is my Stampin' Up heat gun, and I'm going to turn it on. It's loud. Let it heat up, and it gets really hot. So I'm hoping you're going to be able to see how this works as I do it. The images will actually turn shiny. Okay, so now we're done embossing and it's dry and it's finished. That's it. So now I'm just going to add my embellishment. Let's see. Okay, so I am going to use the Happy Birthday from this stamp set. This is the Elementary Elegance. I really like this Happy Birthday sentiment. And I'm going to use my black Staz On Ink Pad and a piece of Whisper White. Stamp that. And then I'm going to use the Curly Label Punch and just line it up and push that out. And on this card I used Melon Mambo as an accent color, but you could use any color. So I have stamped or punched Real Red and Baja Breeze, and you could go with a more muted color, or you could do Real Red and it will really pop. So I think I'm going to do Real Red. So I used regular adhesive to put down, and it doesn't really matter where you put it. And then I need a dimensional. And then I just used one dimensional on the back of my Happy Birthday sentiment and kind of offset it. And that's it. All done. Okay? Thanks so much for watching this episode, and have a great day.